Hi, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing some burgundy box braids with some beads. I normally don't do color, but I saw this look on TikTok and I had to do it because it was just, she looks so bomb. I'm gonna put her right here, but she looks so bomb. I had to do it. So basically I have clear beads, black beads, and gold beads. These were so hard for me to find. Like, it took me forever to find these beads. And then I'm using, of course, Burgundy braiding hair. And every single thing that I use is going to be linked down in the description box down below. So you know exactly what I used. And of course, edge control, all that good stuff. I'm not going to waste no time. We're just going to get straight into the tutorial.
Okay guys, so I had to cut myself off because I didn't stop talking. But this is the back of my head. This is how I parted the back part, just so you guys could see. I didn't think it was necessary for me to film this part just because you guys wouldn't be able to see me do the back of my head just because of the way I braid. But it's essential to pre-part your hair in order to make sure that the sectioning looks good, or at least decent. For me, I don't think my sectioning is perfect, but it's definitely not the worst. And I also use a mirror to see the back of my head every once in a while just to make sure my parting is also good. So this is the front portion of my hair when I made it to the front. I'm going to show you guys individually how I did each braid and everything else. Okay, so first things first, I unwind the portion I want to braid and I split it up into 3 sections just so I could grip the hair way better opposed to just braiding it as one full-on portion, if that makes any sense. And then I add edge control. I then overlap the piece of braiding hair and then I begin to attach it to my hair. If you guys want a video on like in depth how I braid my own hair, like attach the hair to my head and everything else and like weave it into my hair, then just put that down in the comment section down below, because this video was more so just focused on achieving the style more so than how I braided how I braid basically. But yeah. Okay, so I keep braiding until I get to the end, and later on in the video I'm going to show you guys in depth like what I do at the ends. For right now, just focus on the braiding and making sure you braid your hair to the desired length you want it to be at. Okay, and this is just me adding doing the same step over again, like sectioning off into 3, but also for this hair, cutting it in half, the length I wanted would make it too short, so I ended up not having to cut in half, so I didn't get to have double the amount of hair I purchased, but it's fine because I got the length I wanted and it turned out good and the color was good. So yeah, so here I am again, just attaching and sectioning off the hair into 3 and then putting on the braiding hair and attaching it on and weaving it through. I'm going to show you guys how I did it again one more time. Split into 3, weave my hair through, the same thing one more time, you know, 3rd time's a charm, just in case. Okay, so in the next scene, I'm going to show you guys how I put the beads in my hair. And quickly, I want to say that when you're trying to put the beads in your hair, just wait to the very end and do it. I was trying to do it as I go because I know it was going to take me a lot of time, but it's just best to do it at the very end just because the length will be all the same all around your head. Or the length, it'll just even out better, you know? So, I have my beader, and I just got on my local beauty supply store. And what I do is I insert the beads in whatever order I want onto the beader, and then with my hair, and then I go to the very end of my hair, go to the very end of the braid, the very end, as close to the end as you can get, because the closer you are to the end, the easier it will be to slip the beads through, which is why I do not recommend cutting it. Don't cut the excess hair at the end because it's thinner towards the end, so it'll be easier to put the beads onto the braid. Like, look at how easily that just slips through. It's just okay, a little bit. It took a little bit some grease, but you know, it got through eventually, like that. Look at that, right? So it's through, and then I put it at the position I want it to, and then this is how I secure it. Okay, so at the very bottom, there's like a knot, and you just take a strand of the hair, right? Just take a small strand, just a very small portion, doesn't even matter what particular strand you use, and take the loop and tie a loop right above the last bead. Like the clear bead, you guys see the clear bead, I make a loop and I tie it right above that first bead. And then I do this a couple times. I use the same strand and tie the knot a couple of times over and over again just to make sure it's super secure. And you can see that, well, at the end you'll see how the hair is what's holding the bead and what's hugging on the bead to hold it in place. And it'll be super secure. And all you really have to do is cut the end off at this point if you want to, but I like to take it an extra step further just to make sure it's 100% secure, guys. I'm telling you, if you do all these steps, it does take longer, but your beads will not come off your braid. It won't fall, it won't move, it don't move, like, trust me. So it looks a little raggedy, but you can see how that piece of hair right there is just hugging and holding onto the bead. You'll see. Hold on. Why am I doing all this? And I make sure the length is perfectly how I want it. So right here, I'm showing you could just cut it right there and be done. You could really just do that. But I like to take it an extra step further, grab my lighter and burn the very bottom below the cleared bead. I'm gonna burn that just to secure it a little bit more and rub it together, secure. And I do this a couple times to make sure it is super secure. It does take time to do this to every braid. Honestly, this is like the longest part. But I just enjoy the fact that I won't have to worry about my beads slipping, falling, nothing, or my hair super secure. Like, I promise you guys, and it looks seamless as well. Once you trim the extra hair, it looks really good. It's just seamless. You don't have to use rubber bands or anything. You just literally use the hair. So, yeah. So I burn it, burn the bottom. And then once you've burned the bottom, you could just go and cut it. Just cut it right there. And then I like to burn it one more time, guys. I'm sorry, I've had experiences with beads where just fall off. Like, I don't like my beads unsecure. So this is like the most secure way. This is my personal preference when it comes to how I secure my beads. There's so many different ways, but this is literally my favorite just because I know it's not gonna fall off. It's not coming off. It is not gonna come off. And then I burn that. piece, a little bit more. You guys could see me burning it. And then that's finally secure. And then I go back in, move the other beads a little bit closer to the top and focus on the other loop and other knot I made above it, and I burn that knot as well, just to make sure it is secure on the top as well. And then I just cut off all the excess, all the little strands you don't want on there, and just don't cut the hair the piece of hair that's holding the bead. And then you could just pull down the beads and look at that. Seamless. Yes. That is what I love. That's what I like to see. It looks so good. And I'm just going to demonstrate how to do it one more time in this video, just so you guys could see me do it again. So yeah, so once again, I just take the beads, go towards the ends. Then once again, I make the knots at the bottom already, and then I make the knots right above the first bead, and I just tie it around the first bead like so to hold it in place. And then soon I grab my lighter, burn the bottom, then I burn the bottom knot, then I burn the top knot, and then I cut it, get rid of all the excess hairs, and that's it, and then I'm done. Okay, so then there we go, did the ending, and that's it. I couldn't find the ending footage I have. I did not press record, unfortunately. Ugh. But yeah, this is how it turned out. I ended up using 7 packs of hair. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All the extra information I have is going to be in the description box down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.